All right, it's pop quiz time. Of the three branches, executive, judicial, and legislative, which one has the sole discretion or authority to make a law? Which one? Did you say judiciary? No. Which one? The legislative. That's right. Now, according to the 10th Amendment, the federal government has unlimited authority. They don't?
No.
Oh, okay. According to the 10th Amendment, it's up to the Supreme Court to determine the limits of the federal government.
No.
That's not right either, is it?
No.
Then how could the Supreme Court force Roe versus Wade on us? How could the Supreme Court force the redefinition of marriage on states that have properly amended their state constitutions to the contrary? Only because we don't know better. We have been trained to think that they snap their fingers and we jump. There is great power in the hands of we the people. And again, it all begins today. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, sharing a testimony from his own experiences. Please welcome from Senate District 45 in South Oklahoma City, Senator Kyle Loveless.
Thank you all for coming out today. Before I get into my remarks, who's here, this is your first political rally you've ever been to?
All right.
Now, isn't that impressive? The crowd's impressive as itself, but just the people here that are here for their first time are quite impressive. So thank you all for coming out. You know, I'm a student of history, and this week as I was thinking of what I was going to talk about today, I read Martin Luther King's letters that he wrote in the Birmingham jail, and two of the primary lessons that he gave to us were two, was that an injustice to one of us is an injustice to all of us.
Right.
And the second thing was that unjust laws, we have a moral imperative to not only stand up and fight, but try to change and do everything we can to change. So who here believes that abortion is an unjust law? I think so. Now, in 1973, a little boy was conceived. His mother was 17 years old and literally sat in the parking lot of an abortion doctor and considered aborting him. She flipped a coin several times and finally decided not to. In January of 1974, that boy was born. That boy grew up in South Oklahoma City. That boy grew up to be me. My mom and dad, Gary and Denise Loveless, adopted me when I was 3 years old. They've given me just about everything I could ever want. And they've blessed me beyond measure. But I also have to thank the woman that had enough love to give me up.
Amen.
I've never met her. I don't know her. But I want to say thank you for that. I wasn't a choice. I wasn't a glob of tissues. I was alive. And, you know, the business that we do here at the Capitol, there are times we get into trivial stuff. And believe me, trivial stuff. But one of the biggest things that I'm probably the most proud of, and this is my third year here, is that every year I get 100% from the Oklahomans for Life scorecard. I've carried legislation for them, and that is one thing that I've said from day one that I walked in, I will fight for life. And I think that Oklahomans, regardless of party, regardless of whatever demographics, wherever they're from, urban, rural, they will fight for life. And the thing is, the people here today, my friend Cheryl Williams is out in the crowd, and she came up to us earlier and she said, you know, for every person here, there's probably 10 people or 100 people. I bet there's 1,000 people for every person here that agrees with us. We're not the minority, we're the majority. So don't ever feel ashamed to stand up for life. And it's something that I think that we are blessed in Oklahoma. We have leaders in our state that are, and you've seen our federal delegation as well. Our local leaders are men of faith as well, and they believe that life begins at conception. And it's something that I truly believe that we in Oklahoma can be that light on the hill for the other states to emulate, and we can change things one life at a time. So thank you all very much for coming out.
Amen.